Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin popping, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey girl, I'm back. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back. Okay, on this good Tuesday for a public live for all you people. I hope y'all having a good week so far. My week is going well. My week is going well, girl. You know what I'm saying? I got my tattoo finished for the most part, but honestly, I feel like I'm gonna go back to him and be like, okay, I need you to put like some branches coming out this side. Okay, I need you to add a nose ring to my face. I'm still wrapped in plastic right now. I'm still healing, girl, but I'm just excited that I finally got it done. Y'all know, well, in case you did not know, before we get into the topics, I was reading The Great Cosmic Mother. Okay, shout out to Erica De Niro. And when we were reading The Great Cosmic Mother, you get a better understanding for snakes and dragons and the Medusa's head and what that really symbolizes, and why, for some reason, you know, historically in stories and in fiction and fables, men are always slaying a damn dragon or trying to kill a snake. You know, like that's the space a lot of, you know, of the stories, fairy tales. I mean, I feel like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I think through fairy tales and certain stories, for instance, like Tarzan and shit like that, they create stories to make you empathize with your oppressor. And so, for instance, with Tarzan, I'll never forget on Claudine. I don't know if y'all have ever seen my movie review, you know, Now That We're Grown. Claudine, girl, get into it. The Now That We're Grown series. I'm going to come to y'all with something this week, I promise. So the Medusa's head, the dragon, like it's all representative of a woman. Like it's all representative of femininity and nature, Mother Earth, period. So they create these stories like Tarzan. On Claudine, I remember that the oldest daughter, was yelling at the kids because they were rooting for Tarzan. They were watching the cartoon back in the day in the 70s. There was a cartoon or a show, Tarzan show, whatever, and they're rooting for Tarzan. And she's like, they up there rooting for Tarzan, and he beating the shit out of a whole bunch of black people. So it's like, you know, and then when you think about like Tarzan going into the jungle and all of a sudden becoming king of the goddamn jungle over the animals and all of the Aborigine people that are already there, girl, like they make villains out of native people in those TV shows, movies, stories, right? That's what they do. Then they turn around and, you know, until Mowgli and them came out, girl, don't even get me into the Jungle Book. But anyway, my point remains that historically, the stories we've been told as children always depict snakes. Okay, y'all remember y'all Christianity story, snakes and dragons as evil. And it is because it is a representation of the divine feminine, femininity, period, which is why everybody hates femininity so much. You know, you act like you do, but you really don't, because you don't even know what it really looks like. You think it's this very weird caricature that was created not actually too far back in time. Like, you think women have always been in these very dainty roles, which doesn't even make any sense if you think about the characteristics that we've lived under. Okay. But either way, I know the Medusa wasn't a villain, but it's the way they portrayed the Medusa. You look into her eyes, you turn into stone. Well, you know, I don't know if y'all know, but I get a lot of people with my eyes. Okay. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's a representation of rebirth, divine femininity. And I had, you know, I told you about my past life regression where I went into the forest to basically lay my burdens down, child. And when I thought about how I had done that in previous years, I think maybe like 2021, 2022, me and Lyric went to the getaway houses, those little houses in the woods, and it did something for me, girl. It really did. It reminds me when I was younger, my parents took me to San Francisco, and we ended up, no, not San Francisco. When we went to Colorado, different trip. We went to Colorado, we went to Colorado Springs, and we ended up in the mountains and shit. It did something for me. Whenever I go and immerse myself in nature, I in some way am rejuvenated, renewed, restored. It does something for me. On my birthday, like, I think I was like a little depressed on my birthday, and Lyric was like, let's go to the park. We go to the park, and all of a sudden the day has been turned around just because I was out, and it was hot as fuck, but it didn't matter. They won't be out in these trees, you know what I'm saying, in this grass. Okay, get into the nature of it all. Okay, reconnect, you know what I'm saying, shut out the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, connect to what's real. What's real? The ground, the shit, the outside, the stuff that's here no matter what. Breaking through the concrete, girl. We're breaking through the concrete. So because of all of those different, you know, pictures, thought processes, things I've been going through, this tattoo made sense to me. And I'm covering up my mermaid because my mermaid was done in someone else's image. My Medusa's head is done in my own image. You feel me? Okay. So yeah, that's a little, because people were wondering about my tattoos. So I just wanted to break that down a little bit right quick before we got into it, girl. 450 people in the room. Make sure y'all like the video. Let's get off into these topics. Okay, let's see what we're talking about here. We're gonna talk about Offset. It's an update on Offset and Cardi B. We're gonna talk about Imane, the boxer, who y'all all said was a man, and I told y'all no, that was just a strong faced ass woman. I told y'all that. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner. What's going on, girl? Going from one extreme to the next, scary as fuck. Chrisean, girl, I'm so glad I have not seen you on my timeline, but now you're facing jail time. It's so sad. Jon B said stop remaking his music. It's rad shit. We're gonna have to talk about that. Erica Mena. People are still releasing clips from her interview with Shay Shay. Is that who she interviewed with? Girl, I don't even know who she interviewed with. Either way, she looks decrepit. Her, you know what I mean? Like, Erica's posture in this interview, like, just, I don't know what's going on, but it's giving dark. I don't know what's going on, girl, but it's given the girls aren't healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's given. I don't know why I feel like I want background music right now. Let me see. Can I do background music? Okay. So then we're gonna get into girl, shout out to Jamie. That's me. Shout out to my girl. The Ooh Ladies First panel does return this week. Shout out to us. Hold up. Wait. Shout out to us. Okay. The Ooh Ladies First panel comes back. And Jamie put it in the DMs that she think Megan and Jonathan Majors are broken up. So we're gonna go look at the Instagrams and see what's going on there. Speaking of breakups, Ben and Jen, we got to talk about it. It's white people's news, but we're gonna discuss it. Of course, we're gonna get into the haps as I've been doing about what's going on with the election. Just a little quick, electoral news. Kamala, she's announced her new VP. We're gonna get into that. Akbar said some ignorant shit. Amber said some ignorant shit, girl. It's hilarious to me what's going on the internet. And I want to talk about you, girl. Wait till we get a little bit deeper in the video. And update on Bishop White and Tasha. So thank everybody for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for my members. I appreciate y'all. I know we haven't had one since last Thursday, but I'm gonna get, there have been no reality shows. And that's what I usually do with y'all. And we'll do something. I'll figure it out. We'll do something. Okay, if you're part of my Discord, girl, you saw what happened this weekend, and you're welcome. Uh, girl, this weekend was a ball. Okay. Anyway, so let me go ahead and put it up. Girl, let me tell you something. I just want to reference this really quickly. I don't know what's wrong with Stevie J, but I want him to get away from us with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna get into it, but I just finished watching the Tubi documentary about Diddy, and the way Stevie J is used as a person to like defend him is just so like, shut the up. Like, shut the up. Oh my god. Just a weirdo. Just a weirdo. Okay. So, you guys, let's first get into some updates, right? Stories that we've already discussed in the past week or so. Updates. Cardi B, Offset. So I remember when we were talking about this, and I told y'all that Cardi probably was not upset about him being anywhere with a bitch, but more so probably upset about him being at the gambling tables because, you know, she's trying to make the money and you out there gambling the money away, sir. That's what it felt like to me. And I told y'all, I said she probably more upset that he's sitting at them goddamn them gambling tables, gambling away their money. Okay, because I had heard something about that in the past about him having a little gambling issue. I can't remember where I heard it, girl, but I know I heard it. So when this story came out from Gossip in the City, shout out to Gossip of the City. It used to be Gossip in the City. You got to change the name a million times because they keep trying to take your page down because you be putting the truth out there before everybody else does. It's just how it happens sometimes. But anyway, Offset reportedly has over $1.6 million of debt to settle amid divorce from estranged wife, Cardi B. As of April 23rd, the rapper owed $1.5 million in federal tax lien, and on June 11th, he was hit with a second lien of $32,000, almost $33,000, from the state of California. A court clerk disclosed to the Sun. Child, say that fast twice. A court clerk, a court clerk disclosed. A court clerk disclosed to the Sun that the debt remains unpaid. Offset is the only one named. Cardi B filed for divorce from her husband of 6 years, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split. Cardi is asking for primary custody and child support for their soon-to-be 3 children. Cardi also wants their personal property that they acquired during their marriage to be divided equally. Okay, we both pulled into the bag. We both put in. We both put in on this man. So go ahead and give me my money. Okay. Let's see. Offset, because people were saying that Offset was not supportive of Cardi's career during, their marriage. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I feel like he's very much been um supportive of her. I do. But however, I think when you are in a marriage and you have a family, things are going to naturally fall on the mother in a way that they don't fall on the father, regardless to whether the people are famous and have a lot of money or not. Okay. So for me, I feel like whoever put this story out, I don't think that's necessarily true. But what I do think is he sabotages her. I do. I do think he might sabotage. I do think he might, get into his I don't give a fuck about your feelings, place. I think it's a lot because I think that a lot of men who want families for the look of it think that they can handle it and they really can't. Okay. Now, I'm not going to read what this source said. It was another story about the two of them that I thought I saw. And I thought it was saying that the reason why they divorced was not because of the cheatation, not because he was out here sliding. Okay. But I do not see it, you guys. Either way, I just think it's a culmination of things. And I feel like, people rush into marriage because they think that's what you're supposed to do. And honestly, marriage is hard. And you really have to have a certain level, I believe, of discipline in order to really like stick in there with a marriage and make it work under all of these circumstances because they are young, they are famous, they have a lot going on. And so I can imagine that it will sometimes be very difficult You know what I'm saying? To hold up, y'all. I'm just coming back on the screen and seeing the comments. I haven't watched Funky and Carlos interview yet because I just saw that they did one right before I came up here. So I haven't had a chance to look through it. You know what? Members only people, we might do that. Hold up, Kavan, thank you for the super chat. I know you had better one live on my birthday. Happy birthday, love. Thank you for all you do to entertain us. Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you. Happy birthday. Let me see. Hold up. Yes, Bondy. Carlos King and Funky spoke so highly of you. I just finished listening to Funky's interview. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I did not know that. Child Carlos said something nice about me. Of course, I believe Funky would say something nice about me. That's my boo. You know what I'm saying? In real life, you know what I mean? Like, even though I'm like, I heard you out here and you ain't text me yet, and you out here like a few days and you ain't hit me up. Like, what is going on? What is going on, Quentin? Okay. Um anyway, y'all, I'm gonna have to go check it out, but I always appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the love being shown. So thank you. I appreciate that. Carlos says you are beautiful. Oh, what? I love that. Thank you, Carlos. I do always say he be looking good though. He be working on my nerves, but he be looking good though. I always give him that. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all know I'm gonna say y'all know I'm gonna say what I want to say anyway, but I love the love. Thank you. Let me get back into this and I'll check that out later. Cause girl, I don't want to be all over the place mentally. But yes, I'll say. Yeah, I don't know. People are thinking that they're not going to, keep the divorce going because people feel like, oh, they've done this before. But I'm like, we'll see. Because they could divorce and then still go ahead and get back together. It happens all the time, girl. You can't be hanging on a string worrying about other people's relationships. Speaking of other people's relationships, let's get into Ben and Jen. Okay. I'm gonna save Kamala for a little bit further in because I feel like my conversation is gonna get a little bit. I'm gonna curse. I'm gonna cuss. And so I'm gonna give it a little while. Okay, let's get into Jen and Ben. Jen and Ben. I'm gonna go and get this from page 6. Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Girl, again. Why y'all play that girl like that? She filed for divorce again. Like, bitch, I could file for divorce. How many times I feel like filing for divorce? Nigga, this is my marriage. Mind your business. Okay, I'm ready. Y'all ready for Jen and Ben? Okay. Um, okay. Jennifer Lopez is furious and humiliated over her split from Ben Affleck, says a source who tells Page Six that the Gone Girl star is holding off on filing for divorce to spare her more embarrassment. She's furious, says the source. He has humiliated her. He was the one who initiated getting back together. Girl, they don't, that's what they do. They initiate getting back together with you. They get you all hooked in. And then when you hooked in, they start acting like an asshole again, girl. That's what happens. As soon as you think everything's calm, as soon as you think they've changed, girl, you're comfortable. You're like, he's changed. You've changed. He's changed, girl. And the next thing you know, you're with the same nigga you were with, a decade ago. It's so sad. The Jenny from the Block chart topper and Affleck rekindled their relationship in July 2021, following Lopez split from her former fiance, Alex Rodriguez, in April 2021. Listen, I don't give a fuck about a time frame. I don't. Motherfuckers is in their 50s. I don't have time for this. We broke up. I'm moving on. Maya, okay? He's humiliated her because she made a big deal that he's the love of her life, explains the source. He didn't humiliate her. She humiliated herself. Why the fuck, after everything you've been through, have you not learned to just be in a relationship with a man, have a good time with him, enjoy where you are, and if shit don't work out, you go back to your house and he go back to his house, and maybe, in a few weeks, few months, y'all might feel like talking to each other again. You go and get some I miss you angry dick, and then you go home. And maybe y'all have lunch later and figure it out. I don't know, bitch. But it annoys me when women who have been married over and over and over again want to blame somebody else for their embarrassment when all of this shit have showed you to just chill the fuck out. Just chill out. I'm cursing already. I'm sorry. Because we were just talking about this with LaToya Luckett, like that getting married, to every nigga who you feel like is the one, instead of sometimes like, just being in a long-term relationship. I'm gonna tell y'all, I think this is what y'all in real life, y'all really think being a wife is a characteristic of a woman. Y'all really think like to be a wife is like to be basically to be like a spiritual woman or a woman that is wise, a woman that has gained wisdom. Y'all really feel like that. And I want y'all to stop. I really want y'all to stop thinking that. Being a wife does not mean you're smart. It doesn't mean you value yourself. It doesn't mean your relationship is happy. It doesn't mean anything except for the fact that you are legally bound to another human being. That is the only thing we know for a fact that it means. And I think for a lot of women, they feel like, I'm not a girlfriend. It's like, why can't you be a girlfriend, bitch? Why? What's wrong with being a girlfriend? What the fuck wrong with being a girlfriend? Especially when you Jen's age, you got your own money. Like you can have all of the pull of the love and all of that and still have your own separate shit going on so that you don't put yourself out there like somebody that is thirsty for a fairy tale that is not real. He's humiliated her because she made a big deal that he's the love of her life. They just had 2 weddings 2 years ago. This is some kind of record. They're not young kids. The pair eloped in Las Vegas in July 2022 and had another wedding celebration at Affleck's home in Georgia the next month. Lopez's album, This Is Me Now, girl, and the accompanying Amazon Prime documentary, The Greatest Love Story Ever Told, Never Told, was inspired by their relationship. She's a romantic. We know that, honey. We've been watching. She used to be the queen of romantic comedies. We know that she's a romantic. We hear that the Hustler star is also upset because the couple's respective children are involved. There are 5 kids involved. Girl. So what? The kids will be fine. They're used to you going from man to man to man. They used to that by now, Jen. Fucking kids will be okay. How many niggas you been with since Mark Anthony? Girl, the kids will be fine. The kids will be fine. And that's not to like, like that's not to shit on Jen. Because ultimately I feel like, girl, you didn't do anything you wasn't supposed to do except for like romanticizing these relationships to the point that you take no accountability in how you got here, if this is true. Because y'all know sources be lying. People always trying to make y'all feel like Jen and Ben broke up and then they pop out somewhere together. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. We are very much still together. Listen. I feel like that's what might happen. I feel like Jen and Ben might pop out somewhere, casually coming back from a dinner, him opening or closing her door. Okay, her smiling at y'all with a slick back pony and some sunglasses on, like, bitch, I don't know who told y'all we broke up, but they lie. Okay, according to TMZ, Affleck and Lopez are no longer speaking, which is reportedly slowing down the divorce process. Have they filed? Like, have we seen that? Like, that's what I'm saying. They're holding off filing. Girl, unless them people actually file for divorce, I don't know why y'all do this. Why are y'all literally every week trying to make it seem as if these people have broken up when you have no real evidence of this? A fucking source. Girl, bye. I hope they stay together just to spite everybody. Like, in all honesty, I hope that they stay together simply to spite everybody that keeps saying they're going to get a divorce. Because in all honesty, y'all can stay married to each other and not live together. Y'all are that rich. Y'all already have respective homes and properties all over the world, I'm sure. Y'all can stay married and be together, not be, and nobody will ever fucking know. If I was Ben and Jen, I wouldn't have never broke up. Like, I would never break up at this point. I'll just see you when I see you. Yeah, I don't think that Ben is a good guy for real, for real. I think he's one of those narcissistic, king of the world guys, but it's like self-deprecating, that therefore the drinking and all of that. And yeah, somebody try to get your life together and you blame them. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga that's exhausting for Jennifer Gardner is gonna be exhausting for Jennifer Lopez. Please know this. Jada and Will, exactly. Jada and Will, the situation, stay together and get out of our faces about it. But I do think it's weird. I do think it's weird that y'all do that. Y'all gonna make me. I have to finish this video. I love that though. I love that y'all are happy that they're talking about me because I am too. That's very sweet, and I'm excited to talk about it. But I gotta focus. Okay. So what else? All right, we talked about Ben and Jen. Girl, I get let's get her out of the way.
I will say this. Had I not involved producers in my marriage, I probably would kind of still be married.
I'm
That's all I can be. Ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
girl, what? Safari was always just supposed to be.
We ain't going steady. I thought you know me.
And he has proven that to you time and time again. You was just on the internet telling us how he don't be helping you with the kids, and all he do is take pictures and slide out. And now you sitting up here talking about you would have still been married if you didn't let the Love and Hip Hop producers into your relationship. Girl, they were always involved in your relationship. Don't you remember? He started courting you on a show full of Love and Hip Hop stars. Do y'all not remember the VH1 show where they go on the show and everybody pretend to die and all of that type of shit? And he was on her bed and she was like, Safari. And then still ended up fucking him, marrying him, having 2 babies. And girl, you had the second baby after the nigga said he didn't like how you gained weight during the first one. Talk bad about your body, which is insane. He done been using you like the bottom of a goddamn broom ever since y'all got together. You done lost weight, looked all crazy. You done got arrested, had your friends getting arrested. Your teeth done been bucking out your goddamn mouth because y'all, lost weight, emaciated, looking at me and did all of this shit to your body. You look all weird, but still beautiful. She's still a beautiful girl. Still a beautiful woman on the outside.
In a way, to a certain extent. So,
girl.
What was the question? And I will say this. Had I not involved producers in my marriage, I probably would kind of still be married. In a way, to a certain extent.
Girl, I don't know what the fuck to a certain extent mean. You and Safari was not going to stay together. Lay it down, let it go, fall in love. Jon B?
Shit, no, but no, it does get sampled every year. Sure. By someone. Last year was Gunna and Chloe Bailey.
That's right.
They put that.
Oh, my husband just said that Jon B doesn't look the same. He looks like, he looked Middle Eastern, like French Montana or something. I said that's because he's coloring his beard and his hair. If he would have left it the color that it was, he wouldn't look like that.
That Ratchet record out that I couldn't stand.
Oh man.
And I wish they never did.
Man.
And actually never got my rights to do that record either. So we gotta holler about that.
That's some business to take care
of. That's some business shit we gotta handle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? It's all a compliment to what we did.
Sure.
That's Tim and Bob compliment. That's
No
me
doubt.
compliment. But at the same time, my lane is my lane and my area is my area. And I earned that.
No doubt.
Just like if you made a hit in your area and you do your song, whatever it is, I'm not gonna just come into you.
Yo, French Montana is skinny DJ Khaled. I don't know if y'all have paid attention to that. Like the fat niggas is DJ Khaled, the skinny niggas is French Montana. That's how it go.
Your area, take your joint and make it mine, and then I'll pay you or whatever. So, that being said,
right. That's your.
But I've been very, very humble about my whole shit. No,
I love
no. This whole music industry thing.
Yeah.
Because if I wanted to be rah-rah and come out and say a lot of different things, I could be Cat Williams right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't want to be thought of as a guy who's disenfranchised or sort of like, complacent in any way.
Sure.
I'm very blessed.
Absolutely.
And I'm on top. I'm up.
That's right. That's right.
And so it's
First of all.
this whole music.
Nothing's gonna make you fall from heaven.
Girl, I just wanna love you, love what people say they don't know about you and me. Put it out your mind, cause it's jealousy.
They don't know what people say.
They don't know about you and me. Put it out your mind, cause jealousy, they don't know. Listen, I love this song. I don't know why he would say it was ratchet. Probably because instead of Chloe singing that part, this nigga singing that part. That's cute. I want her to sing something. She not gonna sing it? Y'all, I never heard this song before. What she did on the song? Because I don't see her singing nothing. They were supposed to go together? Right, I will. Oh. Okay, that's enough. I guess. Listen, Jon B is entitled to feel how he feels. It's his record. Jon B is entitled to feel how he feels. Like people are going to sample this song because it is that song. It's one of my favorite songs. Like I play Jon B all the time. Y'all, I love Jon B. So y'all not about to get me to be mad at Jon B for saying I ain't like that song that they made with my song. Because honestly, I feel like Jon B has been sensitive about his music, but it sounds like he didn't get paid for it. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He said that y'all didn't get my okay, which means y'all might have paid somebody, but y'all didn't pay him. I don't know, child. But I know y'all got to stop disrespecting these artists that have created these songs that have standed the test of time by sampling their shit without asking. Like, please stop doing that. I'm not mad at Jon B. Jon B said what he said. He ain't like y'all version of his song. Oh, well. Oh, well. So sad. So sad. Real quick, let's go here. So Chrisean Rock is reportedly facing 8 years in prison for her crimes against humanity. Actually, her crimes in Oklahoma, violating her probation terms. She may allegedly be facing 8 years in prison, which because she had probation terms, which initially awarded her 4 years of probation with 120 hours of community service. Which she failed to abide by. Chrisean is currently being held. Well, here's the thing. Did she not abide by it because she was in jail, or did she not abide by it before she went to jail? Because I feel like I hope y'all not about to send this girl to jail for 8 years because she was in jail somewhere else, not being able to do the community service for the probation she was on. But then again, like, who told you to commit another crime? You was already on probation and you committed another fucking crime in order to get you picked up. This is what y'all get. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do low key. I don't want her to be in jail for 8 years behind nothing like that. But I also feel like, girl, fuck you. Because I was sick and tired of watching you and Zeus Network cameras and that little square head ass boy you had that baby with, and his mama and your mom. Well, not your mama, your daddy. Like, I was just tired of seeing all of y'all going across the country doing stupid shit on camera and thinking you weren't gonna get caught. Yes, you're a dummy, bitch. I hate to say it like that, but you stupid. People kept telling you to stop, chill the fuck out. Why are you recording yourself doing illegal shit? Like, just so many questions. You know what I'm saying? But they, for some reason, feel as if they are untouchable. Now your ass is in jail, very much being touched by people that have to handcuff you all the time. I know it's not fun. But in all honesty, jail is probably the best place for her right now. Jail is probably the best place for her. Stay off Beyonce's internet with you and your ratchetry. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like there are so many people on the internet whose brains are like Play-Doh. And when I say that, I mean their brains are easily molded by the things that they see. And I think when they see people like Chrisean and Blueface, as much as there are adults out there that will say, hey, honey, that's not the way to go. She's fucking stupid. All they're going to see is that she's popping on the internet and had Zeus Network and, got money. And y'all know Chrisean, she on the internet every day, and now her ass is in jail every day. Y'all should listen to us sometimes. Y'all should listen. And maybe this will help her be a better parent, you know what I'm saying, when she eventually gets out. Because y'all know that she wasn't doing right by that goddamn baby. She ain't been doing right by that baby since she had that baby. Probably, I hope that baby is somewhere where its central nervous system can be calm, because there is no way that Chrisean's baby was being mentally supported, emotionally supported, the way she was on the internet screaming and hollering at us every fucking day. Like, she had the baby on camera. The next thing you know, she's on camera, on live, screaming and howling, arguing with people on live. She didn't even take 5 minutes to get her fucking ass off the internet and go lay down with that baby. So yeah, I think she need to be exactly where she at. I think Blueface need to be wherever he at. And whenever the society decides to let these miscreants out into the world, because they don't need to be locked up forever, you know, well, I don't think she does. As long as y'all ain't kill nobody and we don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like y'all the type of motherfuckers that, you know, might fuck around and, you know, do some real crazy shit. What was that Quentin Tarantino movie, y'all, back in the day? Natural Born Killers. They remind me of that sometimes. Like, or like, you know, that Bonnie and Clyde mentality, which everybody thinks Bonnie and Clyde is so cute because Beyonce and Jay-Z made that shit look cute. Because child, that's me and Lyric song. Okay, part 2. Part 2 is Lyrics and I song. Okay, well, one of them. It's that one, and then it's the Miguel song. But anyway, girl, people think that shit is cute. But in essence, she, in real life, Bonnie was a teenager getting her ass beat by Clyde. Okay? She was being abused. And then they would go out and do the shit that they did so that he could be crazy. And then she could get his validation and act out her own frustration and her own anger on other people. And then they ended up getting killed together. She admitted to, oh, well, she should stay where she is. Trust me, y'all. I'm just trying to be nice about it because I feel like, you know, being in jail for a long time is fucked up sometimes. Like, people don't deserve to be in jail for like those extended periods of time for shit that's not like, you know, like you ain't kill nobody, you ain't are no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, on a live chat, I don't know. Y'all, please cash at me and support my channel. I'm just saying a lot of shit that's not gonna get me monetized. Help me, Lord, okay? But either way, you know, we praying for the baby. And she looked like a crazy bitch that need to be in jail. I don't care how cute. I don't care how talented at one point. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? It's not about her, y'all. I just feel like overall, like, you know, jail is sometimes not actually meant to make people better. It's made to make them worse. So, another update before we get to Kamala. Girl, Algerian boxer Imane Khelif declares, I am a female, after Italian boxer Angela Carini apologized for seemingly questioning her gender at Paris Olympics. Okay, boxer who defeated Imane Khelif in 2022 World Championship defends her amid controversy. Now, if y'all remember, we actually watched a clip between these two in my last video. We watched the clip between her and Amy. Amy said, listen, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I fought a woman and I beat her ass. Okay? She said, listen, she said, I fought a woman and I beat her ass. And honestly, Jake Paul, shut the fuck up. I said this to y'all in my video, like, Algeria does not seem like a place that allows people to be trans. I said that. Okay? Now, how you are born is a whole nother situation. And I also told y'all that it's racism a lot of the times because they do this to women who are not white. Like, if you aren't, you know, considered white, they will masculinize you in order to basically usurp whatever it is you're doing, to disregard you in whatever way that they want to act as if you're not deserving of what you got. And so somebody posted, gee, guys, maybe the Italian fighter just sucked. Because the hit, listen, bow. Oh, and she's down. But look at the way she reached out the punch. And look how she opened up. Look how she opened herself up like that. You're not even paying attention to her hand coming towards your face right there. I'm not a boxer, but I can tell when somebody not as quick on their feet as they need to be. Imane said, you'll be okay, bitch. You'll be okay. Okay? J.K. Rowling, y'all, J.K. Rowling is so disappointing sometimes, right? Because J.K. Rowling is one of those women that are like super duper transphobic, right? So she posted this shit, and this is what I can't stand about being a phobic the way a lot of y'all be. Y'all don't do any research. J.K. Rowling, a fucking Harry Potter, did no research before she decided to post to her followers this very ignorant ass post about a fucking agenda. At the end of the day, to masculinize a unisex woman simply because she does not look like an Italian, you know what I'm saying, Italian white woman, child. They just, to me, they just have different genetic makeups. At the end of the day, they're both still women. They both were qualified to fight. You fucking lost, Angela. You lost. I could tell your tears were giving Karen and white woman tears, because it was almost like you had to invalidate. You had to invalidate Imane in order to make your loss seem less, what, traumatic? But now you have put this woman in danger, because ultimately Imane is from a country that people will harm her. People will harm her. Unisex does mean born female. Intersex, I mean. It does mean born female. You still have like a uterus. You still have a vagina. You might have like, enlarged parts, or you might have extra parts. But essentially, you can have children. You have a womb. You are a woman. Y'all don't get to, cherry pick how y'all want to define a woman. The lady got a womb. The lady got a uterus. The lady got a coochie. It's a lady. It don't matter if her jaw is strong. It don't matter if her punch is hard. Imane Khelif still went and got her ass kicked by other women while fighting as an Olympic fighter. She's gotten her ass kicked before by another white girl. That should let you know that this is not about somebody being trans. We don't know what that means. When people are intersex, it doesn't always mean that they have two parts down there like you might imagine. That okay? Okay? So I don't have to say. All I know is when they went, the lady had a uterus. Do you hear me? And that's why I said uterus. Okay? Jamila Jamil said she has been incorrectly identified by bigots as a male publicly, as if that is fact. It is not fact. It is dire misinformation. The internet has been a madder place than ever before. Everyone getting way too loose with their opinions these days. Imane is from Algeria, where it is illegal to exist within the LGBTQ community. Rhetoric like this, traveling so far from the mouths of some of the most powerful and famous people on earth, in a world where people believe tweets and headlines without doing due diligence, has the power to endanger this woman's life. It is so intensely ironic that under the guise of wishing to protect women, they have instead gravely harmed and risked the safety of a woman who did nothing wrong other than do her job spectacularly, because, bitch, the punches are supposed to hurt. This is a boxing match. It is wow to see celebrities and politicians who do not open their mouths about the women or anyone suffering in the Middle East, in Sudan, in Afghanistan, in the Congo, and Venezuela, the women being attacked in the UK and Ireland even. But for this, P.S., anyone going to give this same energy to the convicted child R is playing in the Olympics? Yeah, I saw that. There's a guy. There's a man who's in the Olympics who was accused of R, and y'all are letting him be in there. But we're going to be arguing about whether a woman is a woman and all that shit. Like, oh, Lord, y'all phobias really will have y'all looking over here while somebody's picking the kids. Let's move on, girl. Let's move on. Where do I want to go? Y'all better leave Imane alone, though, because that shit not cool at all as far as I'm concerned. Like, to make it seem like somebody is a man when they're a woman is not cool. But then also to do it when they're from a country that they can end up getting killed, that shit is not cool. Y'all, intersex is still female. Technically, intersex is still female. From what I read, 80% of and I could be wrong on that number, but the last time I Googled it, which was a while ago, I think they said either 80% or higher of intersex human beings identify as women, as female, because they have a vagina. They might have an enlarged clitoris, but they have a vagina and they have an opening. Okay? And it goes into something that God created. It is not a man-made coochie. Okay? We don't even need it. To me, like, the specifics aren't even important. This is a female, period, point fucking blank. And they were turning this into a transphobic story because Karen couldn't handle the punches from somebody who in the Olympics was gonna beat her ass. So sorry. Speaking of people that can't handle getting their ass whipped, y'all gonna stop playing with these people. Arkansas woman charged with battery after putting a pause on her nurse for allegedly posting her medical my chart on her close friends, y'all. I cannot believe this. Kayla B said a bitch just played for real. Imagine going to the hospital thinking you are in good hands while recovering from surgery, and you end up knowing your nurse, only to find out the hoe posted your my chart records on her close friends like it wasn't gonna get back to you. A bitch you've been knowing since fucking 5th grade. Shaking my head. Some of y'all don't need to be working in the medical field. It is never okay to post anyone's personal information online. And then on top of that, in my face, talking to me while caring for me is insane. It's all good though. Handled half of that. And now I'm finna sue UAMS and her ass. Okay. I would love to apologize to you on behalf. I speak for so many RNs when I say we are not all as evil and cruel. Whether you're getting your tonsils removed or getting your open heart surgery, being in the hospital puts you in a vulnerable position already. We took an oath to do no harm. I'm so sorry you were hurt. Okay. I wish they would have let us see the whole video. Okay, she says that she says she's known the nurse, 22-year-old Ananda Nelson, since the 5th fucking grade. Well, guess what, girl? Ananda, that bitch been jealous of you since the 5th grade, and she couldn't wait for the opportunity to try to embarrass you, girl. And guess what? I'm glad you beat her ass too. I'm glad. There are some things I believe ass whoopings, that's what they're for. Okay. Got your ass kicked. Got your ass kicked. You deserved it. I'm going to tell y'all can play around with me. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you, puss ass. Okay. I'm going to sue you for your whole little check. Okay. So y'all, I don't even want to get into that one guy whose dick got cut. Girl, never mind. Anyway, let's move on. So we're going to like the video, and then we're going to come back and get into Kamala. Okay, listen, where's my like the video? Like it. Love it. Okay, everybody. So let's get into the news of it all. News. Okay. So Kamala Harris has announced her running mate. It is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Okay. I have no idea who Tim Walz is. Okay. Hold up. Girl. Y'all look at this young woman. Where are you from? Because none of these are American countries. I want y'all to pay attention. She got 860,000 followers, right? Because she's showing titties and ass, right? And she said, "Make America great again." Because apparently she knows of a time when America was great and she was a part of that. She was a slave. Okay. Because I be wanting to know who these people are that say these stupid things that they say. She said, Trump 2024, make America. Like, I really think a lot of y'all get a rise out of being anti. Y'all get a rise out of upsetting people on the internet. I think y'all get a rise out of, like, she not going to vote. Whoever that is, that girl not going to vote. She's not going to vote, girl. Okay. I don't know what you think is going to happen, but you hoes out there, whoever y'all are getting flown out and shit. If you think that what the Republicans seem to have in mind when it comes to this Handmaid's Tale type shit that they be talking about, you losing your autonomy with those two those two conservatives they put on the Supreme Court since Trump was in office. That's the same person that's gonna make it hard for you to go and get that nigga who don't want that baby to, it's gonna make that hard for you, girl. What are you gonna do? I don't know Tim Walz. I'm sorry. That comment really annoyed me because, like, you know, you have your ass and you have your face and your ass in your picture and you're talking about Trump 2024. Girl, you're not even going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. Girl, you're not even going to be able to do that. Kamala said, I'm proud to announce that I've asked Walz for governor to be my running mate. One of the things that stood out to me about Tim is how his convictions on fighting for middle-class families run deep. It's personal. So what she did was she went and found a white man who fits the physical of what y'all would want. So here's the thing. This is what you got to do. She knows that there are a lot of y'all that are not going to want to vote for a black woman, but you might want to vote for an old white man that's not as old and crazy as Trump. So we're giving you an option here. If you need a white man to be involved, Kamala's got it for you. Okay. That's the VP. All right. But he has politics that she can agree with. She says, one of the things that stood out to me about Tim is how his convictions on fighting for middle-class families run deep. It's personal. He grew up in a small town in Nebraska, spending summers working on his family's farm. His father died of cancer when he was 19. Damn, so did mine. At that exact same age. And his family relied on Social Security, survivor benefit checks to make ends meet. At 17, he enlisted in the National Guard, serving for 24 years. He used his GI Bill benefits to go to college and become a teacher. He served as both the football coach and the advisor of the Gay Straight Alliance. Okay, trying to bridge the gap between the people y'all pick on and the people that do the picking. I share this background both because it's impressive in its own right and because you see in no uncertain terms how it informs his record. He worked with Republicans to pass infrastructure investments. He cut taxes for working families. He passed a law to provide paid family and medical leave to Minnesotan families. He made Minnesota the first state in the country to pass a law providing constitutional abortion protections after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. And as an avid hunter, he passed a bill requiring universal background checks for gun purchases. I don't like hunters, but that's fine. I'll take it. See how that works? There's something about this white man that I don't like. But at the end of the day, most of his politics align with mine. And then when I look at the other side, nothing's matching. Nothing's matching over there. And we're going to get into that. But that's how this works. We're not actually giving a fuck about Kamala or this man because they're Democrats. We don't think that way. Poor white people and white women think that way. Black people in general are going to vote for the people that are going to give them the most protections under the law so that they can live in a society that is bred to try to destroy them because of racism. That's why. The Republicans have been trying to get away from DEI and actually talking about it as if it's a bad thing. When most of us know if it were not for diversity and inclusion incentives, a lot of Black people would not have jobs because white people would not hire them because white people are always going to hire what is comfortable for them, which means other white people. At certain levels, they don't want to hire your Black ass. And so if it was not something put into a law or incentivized, they would not do it. So when you guys talk about, oh, Black people are voting for Democrats because they're loyal to Democrats and because of slavery, and that's what they've done. You're ignorant, Akbar V. Everybody else that's saying that in the comments, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And this is an example of that. It's an example of how y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. That's why I'm reading y'all all this so y'all can know what Son is about. She said, but what impressed me most about Tim and his deep commitment to his family, which y'all know I could take or leave that shit because y'all always push y'all families out the front and that don't mean nothing to me. I hope you take care of them and shit like that, but a lot of times fake front. Okay, but whatever. I look forward to working with him and Gwen to build. Okay, so his commitment to his family. Whether you're a supporter. They just trying to defeat Donald Trump. Okay, we just trying to get to a safer place. That's all we really trying to do. Let's see what else they got on Tim Walz. Hold up. Wait. No, there's a video that I wanted to play for y'all. Donald Trump's campaign released a statement on Kamala Harris choosing Tim Walz. It's no surprise that San Francisco liberal Kamala, do you see how they do that? San Francisco liberal. That's a way in order to dog whistle to racist conservatives. say something anti them so that they'll get all upset and emotional. It's the same thing they do when they make y'all, they race bait y'all, you know, online, having conversations about race to get everybody upset. The phobia, the homophobia, the transphobia. Those things are used to get y'all mad and get y'all emotional so you can stop thinking logically. That's why they post shit like that. That's why the headlines are like that. It's because we want to get you emotionally engaged, because when you're emotional, you're not thinking, right? And that's what this is. The first sentence, he's trying to get his people emotional. San Francisco liberal Kamala Harris wants West Coast wannabe. What the fuck is a West Coast wannabe? This nigga is a high school girl. Okay, that's what it's given. It's given Becky from Sweet Valley High and mean as fuck. Anyway, Walz has spent his governorship trying to reshape Minnesota in the image of the Golden State. Because girl, I'm sorry. While Walz pretends to support Americans in the heartland, when the cameras are off, he believes that rural America is mostly cows and rocks. That's what you believe. What are you talking about? This man grew up on a farm. From proposing his own carbon-free agenda to suggesting stricter emission standards for gas-powered cars, y'all, for him to even be calling it gas-powered cars, it is literally just being anti electric fueled cars. That's all it is. Like, to be regressive, where the liberals are trying to be progressive and, you know, not kill the planet and go more electric. No, we don't want strict emission standards. We want to kill the planet. Okay, that's what we're trying to do, girl. We're trying to self-destruct, and the way we do that is by bringing everybody down with us. We're going to implode the planet. Walz is obsessed with spreading California's dangerously liberal agenda. Girl, what I really want y'all to tell me what's dangerous about liberal agenda. I want y'all to let me know. These are all just words. These are all just words thrown together to incite emotion from his base. So good luck with pissing everybody off. Now, what did my man say?
People on the other side, they want to take books away. They want to be in your exam room. That's what it.
Exactly. Tim Walz is talking about. Hey, Claudia. He's talking about, to me, what I find actually dangerous.
Comes down to it. Don't, get sugarcoating this. These are weird ideas. Listen to them speak. Listen how they talk about things. Listen to how your previous guests were right. Like you said, they've told them that they shouldn't talk about race. They can't help it. It is built into their DNA because there is no plan. There's no healthcare plan. There's no healthcare plan. There's nothing to do on this. They want to take away our alliances and leave Russia to do whatever they want. Look, they are bad on foreign policy. They are bad on the environment. They certainly have no healthcare plan. And they keep talking about the middle class that, as I said, a robber baron real estate guy and a venture capitalist trying to tell us they understand who we are. They don't know who we are.
Listen to Minnesota Governor
Tim. You don't know. You don't know. Okay, I don't know you, Cole. I don't know you.
When somebody else gets them right, it's not like a damn pie. Oh, somebody got a bigger piece of pie. I don't get it. Rights aren't that way. There's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody to be included. Same thing with jobs. Same thing with housing. Same thing with healthcare. So,
much better way of being to me, saying that there's enough for everybody, even if it's bullshit. I would rather you tell me that there is enough for everybody than to be fear tacticking me to death to vote for somebody, because that's what they do. Trump's people are embedded with fear. And he plays on all of their fears, which come from their racism, their phobias, against gay people. Their fear of otherness is what drives them to vote for their own demise. Because when I tell y'all, I have never understood why poor white people are Republican at large number when they are poor. Like, I think a lot of times people don't understand. Republican usually means rich. Conserve meaning to conserve money. To conserve money. To not pay as much taxes. To conserve their money. And to be conservative about giving out rights to other people so that they can be pedestalized. But at the end of the day, like, it's very, very weird to me when we have these conversations like with stupid ass Akbar V. Let me pull it up. Because I don't like to talk about people being slow. I don't like to really go into that R word that y'all always feel. Y'all feel real bad when we use the R word. But I feel like, what else are we supposed to call people like this? She says, I'm not a Democrat. I feel like we was brought up to be a Democrat because we was poor, and it kept a lot of us in a stuck mindset for slavery. Ma'am, I don't know if you know, but you think you saying something smart, but you fucking dumb. You're dumb. Okay, let's talk about it. You're not a Democrat or a Republican. You probably don't even vote. Let's start there. You were a Democrat because poor people being Democrats comes from the fact that Democrats in the years of the 70s, 80s, 90s were giving the most back financially to the poor when it came to after school programs, when it comes to the free lunches. Like to me, Akbar v. girl, you know your kids probably wouldn't even fucking eat if it wasn't for somebody deciding on the Democratic side that we should do free school lunches for the kids in the inner city. Your kids probably wouldn't eat. You probably also wouldn't have been able to have them, a lot of them kids, because a lot of Republicans were trying to get women like you that are on, if y'all have a kid and then y'all get on government assistance, y'all was gonna get drug tested. Y'all, they were gonna do all kind of shit to make sure that you couldn't get the money. I'm sure your government assistant ass got. And there's no shade to anybody that needs government assistance. This country is built to make you poor so that you need the assistance. Okay, it's all by design. It's a setup. Please understand that. They steal land and then charge you for it. They hoard water and then make laws that you can't collect rainwater, so you have to pay them for water. Y'all, it's set up because it doesn't make any sense. In real life, a person should be able to decide, okay, I want to live here. They build something there that should be able to be put back into the earth if need be, live there for a minute, however long you want to live, and you move on to the next goddamn place. Okay, that's what a lot of people was doing before we got into this whole system that we're in now that makes you dependent upon a system so that they can use you as slaves. That's what the slavery really comes in. It comes into making you dependent upon a system. Makes it impossible for you to be dependent upon yourself when they control the food that you can grow, the seeds that you can buy. Did y'all know that? A lot of people that do gardening, y'all know that. They tell y'all what seeds y'all can buy. They dictate what type of seeds can be sold. Anything that requires you actually taking care of yourself, like growing your own food, collecting your own rainwater, being able to build housing wherever you see fit, anything that would make this world actually free like it's supposed to be, they got rid of. So that you have to pay for it. Like that's what makes you a slave, stupid. Not the broken party system. I'm not a Democrat, but let's say if I wanted to be one, Kamala Harris haven't given me any reason to be. Girl, what you want her to do? What you want her to do? Give you some dick or a check so you can get some more surgery? What you want Kamala to do? Send you another $1,400 so that you can spend it on bad food and designer that you can't afford? What? What you want her to give you the $1,400 for, Akbar? Because it's going to be gone in a month, 2 weeks, a week. What you going to do? What you going to do? Girl, you're not a voter. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, but this is what the fuck I be talking about. Because you get on your platform, ignorant as fuck, not knowing anything about any of this and just talking out the side of your mouth to a lot of other ignorant people that might feel anti like you. Like they just don't want to be for somebody like Kamala or what she stands for whatever reason. When we're just trying to make sure that we don't give our country to a dictator for a second term. That's the only thing we really trying to do out here. Y'all worrying about shit that I feel like at this juncture is of no consequence. You a Democrat or a Republican. That you think that's the craziest shit to me is that y'all think that black people really have been voting Democrat because black people vote Democrat. That is not why. That is not why. Who wanted to make weed legal? Who wants you to be able to have abortions? Who wants white people to have to give you a job regardless to whether you are white, black, whatever? It's usually the Democrats. It's usually the Democrats that want you to be able to get a job, that want you to be able to have autonomy over your body, that want you to be able to purchase weed if you want to purchase weed. Like, girl, the things that matter to me personally and that I know matter to your ass, The Republicans are not voting for those things. They're not putting in laws so that you don't have to go to jail for having a joint. Like, are you serious? What are you talking about?
Your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done.
Girl, you in this wig telling us everything we need to know.
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote.
Girl, what do you mean? When have y'all talked policy?
The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black
I'm telling y'all, they put the 4, 5, 6 black people in a room all behind the camera.
Community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game.
And Trump, who did not want black people to live in his apartment complexes, he's been great for the black folks since he's been in the game. Okay.
See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor,
to me, that whole thing is to dismantle the black family. Dismantle the black family. Girl, what's family? Because to a lot of people, family is their mama and their siblings. The fuck? What's family? Here y'all go with that trad wife bullshit.
Why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families? I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a black woman, is also with her. A few days.
So because every black person is not with Kamala, what? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Years ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only black when it's time to get elected.
Or when she went to college and was an AKA, or any other time she mentions as being Jamaican and Indian. Y'all, these conversations about this lady's ethnicity, race, whatever, are so fucking stupid.
Did I lie?
You did.
The same black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are...
How are you confused about nationality? She's American, bitch. She's American. She's American. Her parents are immigrants. She is American. She was born here.
Seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for black people, she identifies...
Who said that? Who said that? And that's what I can't stand about y'all. So because we actually feel like, oh, thank God, this might be better. Now we're reacting to Kamala the way y'all are reacting to Trump. I think the fuck not. I just finished having this argument with somebody. I'm like, none of us are walking around wearing pantsuits and tennis shoes so we can be like Kamala. Nobody's spouting the Kamala wig so we can look like Kamala the way y'all were putting fake bandages on your fucking ear. What are you talking about?
Identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours.
Girl, what do you mean she chose? Are there no Asian people in the Trump MAGA? Asian people, do y'all not fuck with Trump?
When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the black community by...
Did she just laugh after she said the Platinum Plan, girl?
Increasing...
She's being paid a hefty check to get up here and talk this bullshit to y'all.
Capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new black businesses, and would give black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities.
Girl, I don't believe that. I don't believe Trump is gonna do anything for black people. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. He thought giving y'all some tennis shoes was gonna do something for y'all. Kamala says she's not gonna do anything specifically just for black people because there is nothing that specifically just affects us because we are implemented into the blueprint of the country. So for instance, all of those DEI diversity hires that y'all talk about, do you know who's the greatest receiver of DEI? White women. The civil rights movement. Do you know who that helped more than black people? It helped the Vietnamese people the Chinese people that were able to come into our country after the civil rights movement and buy up property in black neighborhoods and open stores in order to build their wealth in this country. The initiatives that black people fought for, were then spread out amongst all of the other people of color. And girl, don't talk to me about no black church. Don't talk to me nothing about no fucking black church, okay? Because that place is full of pimps too. She gonna get off my TV with these glasses and this wig. Speaking of other scammers, Bishop Lamar Whitehead has had his $1 million lawsuit against Tasha K dismissed. Okay, let's see. Neighbors last year, Bishop Lamar Whitehead hit Tasha K with a $360 million lawsuit, which we knew he wasn't going to get, claiming she made several defamatory statements about him in her videos in May 2023. Well, the bishop, who is currently behind bars for fraud, had his day in court against Tasha K and lost. Child, that's why I gotta fight for my little increase in pay, because she gotta pay all these lawyers. I wish y'all stop suing this lady. All for it to get thrown out. Okay. I may not even get a Christmas bonus check because y'all won't keep trying to fight with her about shit you ain't about to get no money on. Y'all just giving money to the lawyers. Now, some of the statements that Bishop wanted Tasha to pay up for, saying that he brought a $2 million mansion with only $10 in the bank, tried to use Tasha K to intimidate a witness in a criminal case, and had a church transfer its building to him, which he was later evicted from, an act that could be considered fraud. So she said that he was out here committing fraud and he got mad about it and tried to sue her for it, but it got thrown out. Once again, y'all gonna stop acting like Tasha is not true to this. This is not new anymore. We are no longer in the days of Cardi B, or you gonna sue me because I said some shit. No, bitch, we is covering all of the bases these days. Stop fucking playing. Okay. Let's see. Who else might have went to jail? So y'all, profound travesty. T.I. released from Clayton County Jail after being arrested for having the same name as a man with an outstanding warrant. Y'all, this shit happened to my father-in-law. It stressed us the fuck out because he didn't get out of jail as quick. He was in jail for like, I think 6 months or less, maybe 3 to 6 months. After being like, he had a little episode. He wasn't doing nothing to nobody with medication. He had an episode and they called the police on him and they pick him up. Now, really, it's supposed to be a mental health issue, not a police issue, but they call the police and then they end up tacking somebody else's name and record onto him and was injured. And child, when I tell y'all it was one of the most stressful times in my fucking life, was knowing that this man was in there and did not deserve to be in there. Oh my God. Anyway, so of course this is not Clifford's situation because he's a millionaire and he's Clifford. Okay. It looks like T.I. was arrested over a little case of mistaken identity. According to his attorney, Steve Sadow, T.I. was taken from ATL Airport to Clayton County Sheriff's Office. T.I., whose real name is Clifford Harris, was mistaken as a man with the same name. That man was reportedly wanted in Baltimore, Maryland for alleged involvement in violent behavior toward a woman, stalking, and possibly involving a gun. So something people have speculated about Tip. Now, Tip may not stalk you, but he might hit you with a gun. We don't know. T.I.'s attorney says he was released 2 hours after the arrest. Child, that's crazy. I feel like somebody might have it out for him for that to even happen. Like, who you made mad? Who you made mad, T.I.? Tell us, because I feel like you must have pissed the wrong person off, sir. That's what it's given to me. But he out, so he all right. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead. I want to get into Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner. I'm gonna just tell y'all off rip. I am often fearful of people that go from one extreme to the next. Meaning you go from, dark feminine energy using coochie, to get your way and work out your pain and shit, to now you want to drape yourself in a Father God religion that covers you from head to toe, even though you sweat real bad under that rope. Girl, it's given shame and guilt. That's what it's given. It's given that you've allowed the shame and guilt that you feel from whatever choices you've made to consume you. And now you're going to go and do what a lot of people who do this do. Y'all are going to abuse yourselves in the religion. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's what I think a lot of people do. A lot of people that have, been out here wilding on one end, they go to the whole other extreme and be wilding on that end too, in whatever way they are. It may not be in the same way, sexual and all of that, but it is an extreme. And I want everybody to find some fucking balance. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to understand y'all are not living in a heavenly realm. Y'all are living on earth. Y'all are living on earth with dirt, ground, snakes, good, bad, indifferent. Bad shit happens, so good shit could happen. Good shit happens, so bad shit could happen. You are living in a place that is a circle of everything is everything and everything is nothing. That's what you are living in a circle of. So in order to become balanced, I feel like in this realm of existence that we live in is to be in between the two, to be in spirit and to also be in real life. And I think people go from one extreme to the next. They want to be all in real life way too much. Y'all want to be in sex and dirt and, y'all want to be down there too bad. And then y'all want to be all up in heaven thinking God about to save y'all from the shit that you still feel dirty and bad about, when really you can heal yourself and become more balanced in yourself so that you don't shame and guilt yourself for the mistakes that you've made, because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody fucks up. Nobody. And then you have to take into account how much you are being led by society and outside sources, right? It's very confusing for young women being told to be two things at the same time. Y'all want us to be sexually promiscuous, but then y'all still want us to act like Mother Teresa and cover up and pretend as if we not doing that. What they used to say, I want to cook in the kitchen, the lady in the streets. You can't show your teeth to every guy you meet. It's all right to be a little sweet, but be a mama to them kids, and you know what? In the sheets, no pain. Okay? They was trying to tell y'all something. Girl, you got to be able to do it all. And that is very confusing in a world that makes you feel like you can either be secular or in spirit. They create that separation for you, and it makes you feel as if everything that is secular is bad and everything that is spiritual is good. And that is not always the case. Everything is everything.
So I'm currently cleaning house, out with the old and with the new, manifesting a new wardrobe. Inshallah.
I might do this tomorrow because I need to do this. Thank you for the inspiration, because I really need to pull everything out, girl. I need to turn all the lights on. I need to pull everything out, and I just start throwing shit away. And then at the end of my day, I need to take a little ride over there to the Goodwill and drop it off.
I have no idea how this is going to look. I have contractual obligations, clothes to wear, posts to do, bills that have to be paid, and showing up the best I can, right? Because I know that it's not going to be perfect. I know that people may have a gripe. I mean, my arms are out, right? First of all, it's hot, and then I sweat like a puddle under my armpits. Not an excuse, but looking into Botox under my arms and finding clothes that are more aligned with where I'm headed, even if it's not to the book perfect. That's what this is all about for me, as I'm just going to show up and give my best, and every day my best gets better.
Okay.
First of all.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, nah. I'm sorry. I don't believe any of this. I believe this is a way to pray your hoe away. Remember Drea? Drea was like, I'm gonna erase my hold'em. And y'all was like, you can't erase your hold'em. And then what Drea showed y'all is that I don't necessarily have to erase my hold'em because the people that I'm fucking with don't care. So it's of no consequence. And honestly, I feel like we should not be keeping stock of what women have done with their coochies. I don't give a fuck about Brittany Renner, and her, what I did with my coochie before now. I don't care. What I see, though, is somebody that will probably try to use this, born again virgin thing to trap a man. I think everything she's doing is still to attract a man. And that's what I think is the problem. Like, I feel like it's an issue when everything you are doing for yourself is to attract another person. That is not the way it's supposed to go. Everything you do for yourself is supposed to be something so that you can get to know who you are. Once you get to know who you are, good and bad, right and wrong and different, once you know who you are for real, that is the closer you will become to God. Whatever the fuck this is trying to use religion in order to trap whatever religious nigga you trying to get that you think is gonna come in and save you and take care of you for the rest of your days, when at the end of the day, your life thus far as a 30-something-year-old woman has shown you you can't depend on anybody. But to me, this is an attempt to find that again. She couldn't do it being a hoe. So now let me try to see if I take the religious route, will that then pull in what I'm looking for, the man that I want to come and save me. Yeah, I thought it was the same thing as Black China. I'm not gonna lie, but I do wonder how Black China is faring, because she looks good these days. She don't look like she flipping out. She don't look like she having no situations up here. You know, she look like she eyed up here. Yeah. But that's yet to be determined, because we all have our good days, we all have our bad days. Okay, child, listen. My mental ain't always the way I need it to be, girl. It ain't always, but you do what you got to do to get yourself where you need to get yourself. Okay. Now, let me see, before I dip out of here, if there's anything that I wanted to talk to y'all about before I go. And I'm definitely gonna, y'all know I'll be here tomorrow around the same time. It'll probably be, I actually probably be coming on live a little bit later, because hopefully I'll be able to work out tomorrow, but I'm just giving my body a rest because I'm sore as fuck. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to really talk to y'all about. I think that's it. Okay. Well, with that being said, I appreciate y'all so much for coming through to my show. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Kaylani. What about Kaylani? Girl, y'all can't just be throwing people out there. I don't know what y'all mean. But anyway, listen, send me the story, girl. I'll talk about it in the next live. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I'll see y'all in the next one.